My name is Philip Swicegood, and I am back today with my good friend Dr. Harper here in downtown Macon, Georgia. Dr. Harper is with Vein Specialist of the South, and we are so excited to be joining you guys again today. So Dr. Harper and I both are actually from Macon, Georgia. We've both been here a very long time. One of the events that we most look forward to every year is the Cherry Blossom Festival. Joining us today is Stacy Moore, who is head of the Cherry Blossom Festival here locally, and we're going to ask her some questions and get you guys some really important information so you can enjoy the event to its fullest this year. Stacy, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
So with the Cherry Blossom coming in during COVID-19, tell us what people can expect, tell us what restrictions are in place, just kind of give us some overall guidance.
Sure. Well, unfortunately, we were one of the first in the country to have to cancel last year. We canceled, I'll never forget, on Friday, March 13th, because it was Friday the 13th. But it gave us an entire year to plan, to watch, to shadow, to do webinars every week, to learn what we needed to do to enforce the safety of our guests and our patrons, and to be sure that they felt comfortable, that our community felt comfortable. And so we feel encouraged and ready to do this safely for everyone. That means that we are a COVID-safe event, which means that we will be following all CDC guidelines. That means mask wearing, social distancing, everything that the CDC recommends, on top of any order that the mayor might put in place for us to follow here in Macon Bibb. So, for instance, right now there's a mask mandate. So although every event that we produce will be outdoors, we will still be following those mask mandates at every single event. There will be a couple of changes to some of our events that there's not really an opportunity to social distance. For instance, the parade. Those are, city blocks that are very close together. So only the people that are participating in the parade will be at the event. So what we'll do is then live stream it with WMGT, as well as our Facebook page, as well as film it to be able to produce it later as a production that you'll see on WMGT several times throughout the rest of the week. So that way the people that are participating, we can spread their units out. We can sort of keep them in their own little family pod with the unit that they're with. But the bands who might not be able to participate, we can pull footage of them from 2019 and still have them be a part of the broadcast, even though they might not be able to be there live. The other two events that'll be virtual are our Wiener Dog Race and our Bed Race. So the Wiener Dogs and the beds will be on Cherry Street, and they will be racing and having a lot of fun. We just won't have the patrons there to be able to watch it because it's a very condensed footprint as far as being there in person is concerned. So that, again, will be broadcast through our Facebook page and hopefully our media partners page. But any types of events that you have questions, whether you should come or whether you should watch virtually, all of that information can be found at cherryblossom.com.
Wonderful.
Stacy, thanks. Is this a great opportunity to get to spend some time helping talk about Cherry Blossom? Because it's one of my wife, Terry, and I's favorite times of the year. I've always looked at it as an opportunity for people to see Macon at its most beautiful. And also, it's kind of a win in the world. So many people come here from elsewhere. So one of the things that we like is the pasta and poplar, and we're happy to be helping with that this year. But tell us about the featured events that people want to know about, and a little bit about maybe some of the festival people that come from around the country to spend time with us.
Well, pasta is one of our featured events, and we love it. It actually started... I always want to say last year, because last year was the last festival that we had, but last year was 20 and we didn't have a festival. But our 19 pasta was very popular. But it started in 2018 on the Mercer Bridge, and we had what was called the Mercer Bridge Dinner. It was so popular that we couldn't hold more than 125 people on the bridge. And so we said, we've got to find a new location for this, but still do it in the same manner. So we moved it to what is now known as Poplar Park. It's between 1st and 2nd Street, looking at the Government Center. The blacksmith shop is what we use for our catering and our restrooms, but it's an outdoor event that it was a harvest-style dining event. It'll now be a little more spread out for everybody's safety. We'll have just 6 people at each table, so people can sort of go in their pods and sit at their own tables and spread out. The Perfect Pair is the caterer for the event, and they did a fabulous job with the bridge dinner a couple of years back. She has a great menu. It's online at cherryblossom.com. Tickets will go on sale. They're $75 a person, but that includes an endless supply of beverages that night, as well as a 3-course meal. And all of that information is at cherryblossom.com.
Super. So, how many tickets will there be for that event?
Last year, 2019, we sold 225, which was double what we had sold previously from the bridge dinner. We can go up to 500. So
that's great.
You know, it could be similar to what we had in 2019. Right. But the good part is we have 2 sides of Poplar Street that we can go all the way down with. Spread everybody out, just have a great time. As you know, there was a saxophone player, just, you know, for some great background music. But it's mainly just about being outside. We try to do the most elaborate, gorgeous decorations that we can and make it sort of a one-of-a-kind event for Macon. We do have a lot of out-of-town guests that come in, different festivals that visit us that we also then go visit them. So they're what we call our festival friends. But we have groups from Texas and Minnesota, and we had a large group that Visit Macon had brought in that had different writers that wanted to write about Macon and the Cherry Blossom Festival, as well as all of our locals and our sponsors such as you that promote the event and support it.
Right.
The past few years, what we do is we celebrate one of our featured countries. So we've done the Emerald Ball, which was for Ireland. We've done different countries leading into what is now our 39th. And now we're doing Mexico. So this one's going to be the Fiesta Ball. Great menu by Oliver's. That's on cherryblossom.com. It's $100 per person. The tables will be tables of 8, which is what you're used to in the City Auditorium. What you're not going to be used to is the fact that you're not in the City Auditorium anymore. You're outside. So, like I said previously, every single event is going to be outdoors.
Where's that event going to be?
The same exact location as Pasta.
Okay.
But it's going to look and feel completely different because Pasta has a way different feel. This one's going to be very Tex-Mex themed. We have great colorful decorations, maracas. This event has a band, so there'll be a stage set up in the middle of the intersection of First and Poplar. We also have a dance floor that's being built. Pasta doesn't necessarily have dancing to it. The ball does. Right. So we have to build out a dance floor for everybody. We have a big program that takes place at this event where we give awards away to people in the community that support the festival. Right. We also induct a member into the Hall of Fame each year. So this one has a great dinner. The tickets are $100 per person, but they come with a free drink per ticket. It's a 4-course meal. And then you enjoy our award ceremony where we get to thank everybody.
So, if you want to know who's inducted in the Hall of Fame, you have to come
there.
to that will be the first to know. You
We're
have to
not
be
telling.
There, right? That's a secret.
That is a secret. You can find out later and be square, or you can be there.
Okay, cool.
And so, just to be clear, how many tickets are being sold for that?
So, our max that we've typically done in the City Auditorium is around 500.
Okay.
We can do tables and rounds up and down Poplar for about the same, so about 500 people. We do normally sell out with this event.
Okay.
So the reservations are at cherryblossom.com if anybody's interested.
Great. I know the balls, people used to kind of really dress up in the balls, so everybody come in like in...
So that's our black tie event.
Right.
So you'll see the ball gowns and the
So even though it's Tex-Mex or whatever...
Oh, no, you still dress up.
Dress up. This is a dress-up event, right?
This is what women want this year.
So this
is why they go to Spa Medical and Bank Specialist.
Cool.
So that's our black tie. And then Pasta is also dress up, but it's more of a cocktail atmosphere.
Right. Cool.
So listen, if this sounds interesting at all to you, please go to the website right now and reserve a ticket. As she said, these will be selling out quickly. Stacy, I want to move on to this next question I have for you. You know, one of the things that Vein Specialist is passionate about is the family. And I think that it is so important to have events like this whenever the family can get together and can actually go out and do something whenever COVID has really been so restrictive. We've been isolated at home. And as a family unit, we haven't really been able to go out and do anything. So I'm imagining that there are people out there that are wanting to go out as a family, but are really trying to do it on kind of a budget, on kind of a family budget. Are there discount days? Are there any armband days, anything like that you can talk to?
Yes, we pride ourselves on being one of the only fairs or festivals in the Southeast that has an armband day every single day. Wow. Most fairs or festivals in the Southeast only offer them on the weekdays, and so on the weekends when most people get to go with their kids, it's more expensive. But we offer them on the weekends as well. So we offer specials that you can find on cherryblossom.com. So if you are coming on the weekends, you want to make sure that you buy the armband by 3 p.m. So that way, you don't, if you're coming in a little later, you don't want to miss the opportunity to buy it. You can buy it before 3 and still ride, all the way through the end of the evening. We also have something that's really fun this year that's a movie night. It's on Tuesday during the festival, so it starts on the 19th, runs through the 28th, so it would be the Tuesday of during the week. And we're going to show Frozen 2 in Central City Park. It'll be free once you come in with your admission. Admission is just $5. Children under 10 are free. So bring your princess, have them dress up, and they can enjoy meeting our royalty before Frozen 2 starts that evening on the Tuesday. We have different days such as Senior Day that get discounts if they want to bring their grandchildren in. There's college discount days on the Thursday if they need some discounts, what college student doesn't?
That's right.
So there's discounts for every single genre that might need it. A family, a senior, a college student. So everything's on cherryblossom.com. One of my other favorite things is 3rd Street Park. That runs from Monday to Friday during the festival. That's free, totally free. And you get fed. I mean, you get Krispy Kreme donuts, you get ice cream, you get all kinds of things for free. And that, if people don't know, is the birthplace of the Cherry Blossom Festival. Carolyn chose these 10 days because the blooming peak is March 23rd. The original founder who donated the trees to Macon is Mr. Bill Fickling. He's Bill Fickling the first, and then we have the second, and then we have the third who still serves on our board today. But his birthday coincided with the peak blooming day of the Cherry Blossom Festival, which is March 23rd. So Carolyn threw him a birthday party on the 23rd, and that became the very first Cherry Blossom Festival to thank him for the donation of the trees. So we still do 3rd Street Park activities in honor of our founders and what they did under a beautiful canopy of hopefully blooming cherry blossom trees during that period. So that's one of my favorite activities family-wise as well, because they can spread their blankets out under those trees and they can bring picnics, they can eat the free ice cream, they can drink our free Coca-Cola, who is one of our longest sponsors that we've had with us, and they always provide free cherry Coke down there as well.
Wonderful. And I'm just curious, how many years has the Cherry Blossom Festival been going on?
Well, we were supposed to have been 39 last year. So since we weren't, we're 39 this year.
So it's 40 with an asterisk.
Exactly.
Right?
Stacey, I think there are a couple more events that you want to share with us. So,
there are. So the pasta and the ball are all of our kind of featured first weekend events. But our second weekend events are more geared towards music. And so the second Saturday, which is the 27th, that's our headliner concert down at Central City Park. And this year we have country music headliner Lone Star coming in. Everybody is very excited about them. We announced it a few weeks back. So all of that information is at cherryblossom.com, but we're thrilled to have them come in here in Macon. We'll be doing it safely. We will be providing spaced out pods at Central City Park, so you'll know where you're supposed to sit, where you're supposed to move around to go get your food from our fabulous food vendors. And then, of course, masks will be required. So,
those pods, you bring your own chairs then?
There are chairs provided, but you may, if you're not comfortable. The chairs that we provide are the ones that are underneath the food tent, so they might not be super comfortable for everybody's back. So if you want to bring your own, they're just subject to search. That's the only difference.
Yeah.
And then secondly, our closing event is our what we call Tunes and Balloons Festival finale. It's at Middle Georgia State University and features a concert by Macon Pops, which we love having them partner with us. They do tethered balloon rides throughout the afternoon. It's from 4 to 8. And then we close with fireworks. But it's a very large campus footprint, so everybody can socially distance the way they want to. It's just $5 at the gate for adults, but children under 10 are free.
There's plenty of places to park out there.
Lots. And they have trams and trolleys that take you into the event. Middle Georgia State does a very good job organizing this event, so you will not be.
Is having a particular feature for this
They're
event?
doing songs through the years, so like some from 70s, 80s, 90s.
There's something for everybody.
Yes, definitely.
And you dance to that too?
You can get up and dance, but you got to stay in your pod.
Okay. Cool. That sounds like a lot of fun.
It is. It's my favorite event because the fireworks and then we know we're done. But it's actually my favorite event.
So I know this, like you plan for this all year.
Yeah, we do.
So what do you do the week after? You start planning for the next year, or
we plan while we're doing it. I mean, we literally take notes, while we're in the midst of the events, and then we'll have a briefing maybe the week or two after, so it's still fresh, and then we start over.
Okay, no vacation.
I mean, throughout the summer, not directly after.
That's good. Thank you for all your hard work
Thank
and
you.
the board.
Yeah, thank you.
It really means a lot to the community. Thank you so much.
We appreciate it.
So, Dr. Harper, we've done a handful of these videos now. I'd love for you to talk about Vein Specialist of the South and what it does.
All right, great. We don't how people might be upset or uncomfortable about the way their legs look or feel, or maybe they have uncomfortable varicose veins or spider veins or leg swelling. Well, a lot of people don't realize there's something can be done about it. And so our passion is for helping people understand that. And most of the vein trouble, particularly, may be covered under insurance, but we have means of evaluating those patients and creating a plan to help them overcome the things that concern them so they can enjoy their life again, which it is life-changing. It's very rewarding for us for being able to help people. And we're all about, like you mentioned, about family and about community. And in addition to the services we provide, we'd like to give back by sponsoring things like the Cherry Blossom and trying to promote the community so that we can all grow together. All right.
Wonderful. So if you're at the Cherry Blossom Festival this year and if you feel a leg pain or if you see a vein that is a little concerning to you, give Vein Specialists of the South a call and they would love to help you. So from myself and Dr. Harper, thank you so much for joining us. We hope to see you this year at the Cherry Blossom Festival and stay tuned for where we might show up next. You never know where that might be. Thanks.